You might have heard that live shopping is exploding. And I have to tell you, I have been on Whatnot for a couple of weeks now, and I see why it is. Now, Whatnot is my sponsor, and they are the reason I got on the platform and checked it out. I'm glad they did. They made it easy for me. I'm going to make it easy for you. I love it. Whatnot is where you get great products without paying full price. It's that simple. I'm hooked on their live shows, too. You got to see them. They're so much fun. And I see why Whatnot has climbed to the top of the App Store. And listen, if you're selling online, or maybe you have a storefront and you're hoping people will find your listing or maybe walk in your store, Whatnot flips that, because on Whatnot, you go live and you sell directly to people in real time. And I may admit, although you didn't hear from me, I may have picked up a couple of power tools or so in the past couple of days. I'm just saying. Whatnot, it's the largest dedicated live shopping platform with beauty, collectibles, electronics, luxury, fashion, even cookies, and anyone can sell. In fact, people who sell on Whatnot sell 10 times as much as any other major marketplace. That's because you're not just listing products, you're building real connections with buyers. So whether you're shopping or you're selling, download the Whatnot app today and get free shipping on your first order. Just search WHATNOT, Whatnot, in the App Store and start scoring amazing deals. So I was whining to my wife the other day, said, I need new glasses. And she said, well, get some. I couldn't tighten them anymore. They were scratched. You know the thing, right? But I didn't want to go through the process because you have to make the appointment. You have to spend weeks to get them done. And you got to pay a fortune, right? That's real. But I did. I spent $500 on frames and glasses, and that was cheap. And then I ordered a pair from my sponsor, Zenni Optical, for $70. Zenni is an online eyewear shop, prescription glasses, sunglasses, blue light lenses, starting at under $30. You go to Zenni.com, you pick a frame, upload your prescription, and they ship it to your door. No appointment, no store, no upsell at the counter. And by the way, if you are saying, do I really need new glasses, or do I have to put up with one pair to do everything I need to do for the next 2 years? No, you can get what you want starting at under $30. And if you've never bought glasses online, don't worry about it. I haven't either. Zenni has a virtual try-on so you can see exactly how the frame looks before you commit to buying them, with no salesman looking at you saying, those look good, but these expensive ones would look better. No, you don't get that. I'm excited. I can't wait to get my Zenni glasses and tell you more about them. If your glasses are overdue for a refresh, now's the time. Go to Zenni.com/podcast and use the code podcast15 for 15% off your first order. The styles sell out, so don't sit on it. That's Zenni.com/podcast. Promo code podcast15. Oh, the dilemmas I'm having. I'm feeling so upbeat and positive and filled with wisdom today. What theme song shall I play? I've been kind of choosing. This is the one. I'm going to do this one today. That's it, what I'm going to do. Oh my goodness, I'm happy you're here today. Let's have a little bit of fun. I'm upbeat. I'm positive. I want nothing more than you to get exactly what you want in your life, and I'm going to help you get there if I can. Every now and then somebody says, man, you actually helped me. I'm like, well, cool. That worked out. We'll do it again today. It is the Daily Boost. It's going to boost your life, boost your body, boost your bank account, if that's what you want it to be. My name is Scott Smith. Good to have you here today. It's really that simple. I really, truly do believe that you should be able to face your passion and do the things you want to do. In other words, whatever you're passionate about, it's not the passion, you know the passion thing. No. There are some things you want to do. Maybe you don't like your job. There's something else you'd rather do. Maybe you had a dream your entire life you want to go after. I really do believe, because I've seen it myself and so many other people, that we can get it. Does it happen overnight? The answer, yes, sometimes. Does it take some mindset shifting? Yes, most of the time. Does sometimes it take a few years? It does happen. But it is possible, and I really believe that's the way we need to go after life, and I'm going to help you do that today. My name is Scott. Good to have you again today. Yeah, kind of messing with the theme music this week. I'm kind of moving into it. I was talking to Adam. Second time this week I mentioned Adam on the podcast. Adam's in South Africa, and every time I mention his name, his kids are in the back seat. Dad, is he talking about you? Yep. I said, Adam, which theme song do you like? He said, whatever, however you feel, just do it. I said, great. Let's have 5 of them. Let's play with that, huh? Notes from Scott.com is a little note I send out. People like it. And you can get that. I sent a note last week that I kind of did out of the blue. And to be honest with you, I had an idea on the way home from the gym, and I picked up my phone and I used Claude Dispatch, and I sent it to my Claude cowork, and I said, Claude, I want to do an email on this, not a podcast, just an email. Would you kind of draft one up for me? When I get home, I'll look at it. So I got home and I looked at it. It took me maybe 10 minutes to go in and just kind of tweak it out, make sure it's for me, but just kind of help me bring some ideas together. And then I sent it, and I forgot about it. I didn't do a podcast on it. I just sent the email. So you missed it because it went out about a week ago, I think. And then I started getting feedback, like all kinds of email feedback. And then I got some people sending me emails separate of just hitting reply. I went, wow, did we ever hit a chord on that one? And the funny thing was the idea is 18, 19 years old. And it was simply this. You have to do your own push-ups. A lot of times in the personal growth world, we want to study. We want to get information. We want to read another book, listen to another podcast, listen to somebody tell us how to do things. And at the same time, if we don't sit down on the floor at the gym and actually do the push-ups ourselves, we never get any stronger. And AI these days, which is kind of where this evolves into, is letting us not do our push-ups. It's a scary thing, but it's a good thing too. So I got so much information about this, and then I go on my Face Your Passion Inner Circle call today, and we are in Face Your Passion. We are all about really, literally creating the life you want to create, and I think AI is going to allow more people than ever to do that. I started with this slide with them today. I said, time you spent on passionate activities reveals your purpose. Eventually, meaning develops in your life, and inevitably, your legacy is formed. That's what happens. The time that we spend on things we love to do creates everything else. Conversely, if you spend time on things you hate to do, your life is, you're probably in a coaching group, right? So as I'm heading down this road today, thinking about you have to do your own push-ups. I mean, you can hire a personal trainer and they can tell you what to do. But if they say, get on the floor and do some push-ups, he says, can you do them for me? That's not going to work, is it? And a lot of people don't want to hear that, certainly in the day of age of AI that's coming these days. But I want to say something to you because I got an email this morning and I had a conversation, actually part of a group coaching call. I did not expect him to show up and have a conversation. Turned out to be an amazing conversation. But he sent me a note and he said, Scott, I was chatting about this, and then he went on with his business with me. And I so clued into chatting because I knew what he meant by that. Here is a person who's really trying to just take control of his life and make it everything he wants it to be. And he knows I'm talking about him right now. And I'm so proud of him for doing this. It's a huge step. Taking control of these chatting. Now, do I have a problem with that? Not really. AI is coming. It's here. It's going to change your life. It's in ways you can't even imagine right now. If you are not on the cutting edge of studying it like I am, you probably don't know. I'm just saying, hang on for the ride there, buckaroo. It's coming. But let me put something in the words of AI right now that you might understand. Talk is cheap. That will never change. And since ChatGPT and things like that have a free version, talk is really, really cheap. You get what you pay for. You know what I'm talking about? Even at $20 or $100 a month, it's still cheap. It's amazing. It's information. Information's everywhere. So as you try to figure out your life and what's going to be going on around you, lean into it. I will tell you, most life coaches, most consultants, anybody who's in the information and knowledge business is going to go out of business here relatively soon, if not already. I know a lot of people already having a hard time building their business. My business is thriving right now because I have a different way of looking at this. And here's why. I want you to live your passion. I want you to choose what you want to do. And the tools are there like they never have been before. So if you have a dream, if you want to start a business, if you want to just travel all the time, if you just want the laptop lifestyle without the laptop, it's all possible right now, more than ever before, but it's also very much in flux. You know, one thing that's happened, talk is so cheap these days. Remember when they used to call YouTube University? It still is to some extent. And what do we all do? Well, we'd go to YouTube when we wanted to fix our hot water heater. Or we have to figure out how to get a dash off our car to put a radio in or something like that, right? I've done those things. That's why I say that. Well, you know, it's not working anymore. All the influencers on YouTube are saying, where'd my views go? Why am I not making the money I was making before? We saw it happen a year and a half ago starting on the podcast. I saw it within days of it beginning. Here's what's happening right now. Everybody's going to ChatGPT and they're chatting. They're getting all the information they can ever imagine. Information is worth nothing these days because guess what? It's free on ChatGPT. If you're a coach, if you're giving out plans for nutrition, things like that, I know you're better than ChatGPT, but the other people don't know that. So what works?
Your call has been forwarded to voicemail.
Hi, this is Zoe Deutsch.
And Nick Robinson. Our brand new movie, Voicemails for Isabel, is all about those little moments that feel like the universe is looking out.
Feeling homesick, then your sister calls.
Hearing that perfect song exactly when you need it. Sometimes life rigs things in our favor, like learning about your new favorite rom-com, Voicemails for Isabel. Now playing only on Netflix.
Let me get back on a YouTube story. What happened was everybody's going to ChatGPT and Claude and Perplexity and Grok and all these places. They're getting the information they need, but what are they getting? They're getting incomplete information. What you need is what the Stoics call adequate information, enough to get the job done. Well, a lot of these AIs, they stop short of being able to do that. I'm not getting into any hallucinations or anything like that, but they stop short of it. Why? Because they're a machine. They're a robot. They're a computer. They're zeros and ones. They give you all the information you could ever imagine, but it's still incomplete. You still don't know how to do it. You still got to do your own push-ups. The computer's not going to get on the floor and do push-ups for you. Well, not yet. Maybe in the future. So what's happened on YouTube? Well, people go to ChatGPT and they get all the information they need and they go, wait a second, but I still don't know how to do it. How am I going to do this thing? How am I going to get my push-ups done? They go to YouTube and they search it and they find it. And then they got some influencer over there who's giving them more of the same information, but far less complete than ChatGPT gave them. And they're like, well, I don't even need to see this. So boop, they bail and they leave. The smart people are doing exactly the opposite. They're recognizing there is a commodity right now that is very, very valuable. Very, very valuable. It's special. It's as special as it's ever been. It's getting more and more special these days. It's not going away. And this is what you want and everybody on the planet wants. And the one thing all this AI can't do, and I'm not going to say it won't ever do because I ain't that stupid. It may, but for now it doesn't. Experience. Human experience. When you go chat about something, get all the answers in the world, and yet you keep chatting till 3 o'clock in the morning, you chat through the bottle of wine night after night after night, and you're still not getting the change you want, there's a reason for it. It's just going to keep telling you what to do. It's going to keep agreeing, giving you a new idea, taking you down another road. What it's missing is a human experience, a person with some wisdom, some discernment, the ability to help you implement what you need to do, to sort out what's going on, to give you that wise, sage counsel and says, hey, get on the floor and do your push-ups. I'll get down there with you and I'll help you, but I won't do them for you. That's what you're missing. When I talk about Face Your Passion Inner Circle, guess what? That's what it's about. It's not about information. It's expensive. You know why? It takes a lot of time and a lot of work to be able to help people do that. It takes patience to be a human. It's not cheap like ChatGPT. So I wanted to bring this up to you because ultimately that's what this world is going to. I'm not a doom and gloom kind of guy. This is coming. I love the fact it's here. I think it's a wonderful thing. I am highly automated. I look at everything and go, wait a second, this is going to help me get more free time, become 10 times as productive. I can do things now I could never do before because I didn't want to do the work before. But now I got a little employee there called a robot that's going to help me do my thing. But I'm still in charge. I still got to be a human. Last night I was at church, and we got a fairly new church, and I'm helping a lot for the past month. That's why you're kind of hearing me talk about this. We've gone from 240 people to 600 people in a service, 3 services a week, and it's big with a whole bunch of audio and video gear. And last time I'm up there, I'm helping. I'm producing the services for them right now, trying to, again, get some consistency going. And I'm walking around with about, I think it's 8 people. And they're young, mostly, I would say certainly younger than 40, probably younger than 30. And I'm walking around, and they're trying to figure out all this fancy-dancy equipment. And passion is just glowing. They're so passionate about what they're doing. But they all have their phones out. They're all ChatGPTing all the stuff, trying to get the manuals, trying to figure it out. And ChatGPT is taking them through this information, and they're trying to figure out how to do things. And I'm watching that. Now, I'm not 30. I'm not 40. I'm not even 60. And I walk up behind it. Hey, do it this way. Click that thing over there and twist that thing there. And I think they call it this and just do that. Oh, man, I didn't even think it would be there. Time after time after time, 4 different pieces of equipment. The old dude in the room, the boomer, walked up and fixed the problem because I had some wisdom. I had some experience. I could discern what was going on, and I helped them implement the problem. Fix it. Done. It's my job. I do it every day. It's what I do here. So I bring this up to you because I literally just had a 75-minute conversation with some very smart people. And I was a little reluctant to have this conversation with them because I thought, well, they just want to know about how to face their passion. They just want to know how to live their life, how to have a peaceful base. How can I get out of bed and really enjoy my life and have an average perfect day that just makes it stellar? How can I have impact and influence in the world? How can I do that? And I know they're getting up at 3 o'clock in the morning, losing sleep over all this stuff. I know they're worried about their jobs. I know they're worried about where's this robot thing going. I know they're worried about retirement. I know they're worried about being 47, 48 years old and thinking, what the hell happened to the career I built so carefully? I know they're watching the stock market wondering, is this going to come back up? Am I going to be able to do what I want to do? I know that. So I dove in straight and I said, guys, let's talk about what's happening right now. That's my job. What a great conversation. And you are so lucky, and I'm going to say it clearly. I said literally twice on the same phone. I'm sorry, I'm acting like a millennial. Literally, 100%. 6'7". So I just mixed generations there, didn't I? I did. Just out of this conversation. These people pay me a lot of money. They spend a lot of time with me. I spend all my time with these people every single week. And I just gave them the information I just gave you. A solid, grounded opinion. So let me round this out, but let's bring it back home a little bit for you, okay? If you're still with me, you may not be. You may not be. I am a huge fan of everything that's going on. Then again, I've been a huge fan of life ever since I was born. I don't know if I'm worried about being a little bit older and I'm going to miss all the fun that's coming, or I don't know if I'm really pissed off that I'm a little older and I don't have time to really enjoy it. I don't know. I don't know if I'm more scared or more excited. I have no idea. All I know is it's a wonderful time to be alive. And if you can embrace it, I'm telling you right now, if you can get clear and embrace it, and get with people who have the wisdom and have what I'm talking about right now. I'm cutting right through it. If you can figure out how to surround yourself with people thinking this way, you can take whatever you want in life and make it happen right this minute. But fundamentally, there is something that just has not changed. In the beginning, when I started doing this podcast and I started Motivation to Move, I started by saying, stand up, take a step, repeat. When life gets in the way, do it again. The world's simplest success recipe. And in all the changes that have happened in the 20 years I've done this show, that has not changed. That still is the thing. You say, what do I do when I stand up and take a step and repeat? That's always been complicated. Nothing new there either. And we take this and run with it. I hope you get something from it today. I'll be back tomorrow.